Hello students, I am there again with chapter number 5, Panchayati Raj, Civics, Social Studies. Now we are going to study a new chapter, chapter 5. This is a new chapter, chapter number 5, Panchayati Raj. We are going to study this chapter about panchayats and Panchayati Raj. Learning outcomes. We will study the 3 layers of the Panchayati Raj, compositions of a Gram Panchayat and a Panchayat Samiti, significance of Gram Sabha, functions and sources of income of Gram Panchayat. We are going to study all these things in this chapter. Now see the chapter, name of the chapter, Panchayati Raj. The name of the chapter is showing some government, like Panchayat government. Those who might be living in the villages, they might have heard this name like Panchayati Raj, पंचायत की मीटिंग. जो लोग शहर में रहते हैं उन्होंने नाम सुना होगा या नहीं भी सुना हो या हो सकता है पहली बार सुना हो. So we are going to study in this chapter about Panchayati Raj. So as we always start a video lecture with the introduction. So in this we will start with the introduction of the chapter. Now connect the story with the previous chapters. Now I am going to connect this Panchayati Raj with the chapters which we have studied previously. Okay. Now when we will connect the story with the previous chapters, we will come to know that what we have studied previously. So we have studied like diversity, we have studied discrimination, we have studied government, we have studied key elements of a democratic government. Now when we come to the key elements of a democratic government, we have also studied in the government chapter 3 types of government: union and central government, state government and local self-government. Now when we come about this thing, you can see one thing on your screen, that how the government is being elected. It is being elected by the elections. Through the election process we elect the government. हम वोट करते हैं, फिर हम अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को चूज करते हैं. एक बार रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स चूज हो जाते हैं, देन व्हाट नेक्स्ट. तो नेक्स्ट उनका क्या काम करना होता है. Once we have done the elections, representatives have been chosen, then what is the work that now to be done. So we will understand in this chapter with the help of the Panchayati Raj system that what are the things that the government do. Now if we take an example of a country India, in our country India we have states like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. Now in states we have districts, and in districts we have villages, and in villages we have to see that we have Panchayati Raj. Like the government, it works from the ground level. अगर हम देखें तो गवर्नमेंट जो है ग्राउंड लेवल से वर्क करती है. तो ग्राउंड लेवल से कैसे वर्क करती है, जैसे स्टेट होते हैं, स्टेट में डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स होती हैं, डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में विलेजेस होते हैं, और विलेजेस में क्या होते हैं, पंचायती राज होती है. पंचायत सिस्टम, थ्रू पंचायत सिस्टम द गवर्नमेंट वर्क्स. इट वर्क्स फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड लेवल. नीचे के लेवल से गवर्नमेंट वर्क करती है. ओके चिल्ड्रन. Picture over here, it's showing that some people are sitting down and some people are sitting up. It's a picture of panchayat. Panchayat is going. Now again you can see one picture. It is also showing of the panchayat scene. Now what we are going to study in this chapter, we are going to study through this mind map village gram panchayat. We will study work, we will study sources of income, we are going to study office bearers, we are going to study about president who is sarpanch, ward representatives, panch and secretary. We are going to study all these things in this chapter. Okay, the things that we will cover in this chapter, first will be like gram sabha, second is gram panchayat, then 3 levels of panchayat. Study by 1. Panchayati Raj is a system of government that empowers the village people, and it is a link between people living in villages and governments at the state and central levels. Now Panchayati Raj, it is a system of the government that gives the people, the village people, the voice to say. It is also the link between the people who are living in the villages and the governments at the state and the central levels. The Panchayati Raj system. Now the Panchayati Raj system, the 3-tier Panchayati Raj system was first adopted by Rajasthan Nagaur district on 2nd October 1959, consists of panchayat at the village level, panchayat samiti at the block level and zilla parishad at the district level. It defines the scope of the three as follows. Now you can see a pyramid over here. You can see in this pyramid at the topmost level we are having Zilla Parishad at the state level. Then we have on the second part Panchayat Samiti at the country level. And then at the last, that is at the lower level, we are having Gram Panchayat or the town council. We are going to study all these things through this pyramid. It is showing the tier system of Panchayati Raj. Next is Village Panchayat. Village Panchayat. It consists of elected representatives of the people. Now it consists of the representatives, those who are already being elected. Now we have to elect the president of the village panchayat. We have to elect a head, and the village panchayat president is being elected from among its members, and he is known as सरपंच. जिस भी हेड को हम इलेक्ट करते हैं विलेज पंचायत के, उसको हम सरपंच कहते हैं. Now the sarpanch is only accountable for all its actions to the gram sabha, the general body of the villagers. Now the sarpanch is only accountable for all its actions to the gram sabha, which is the general body of the villagers. Panchayat Samiti. It is a block. Panchayat Samiti, it is a block which consists of 2260 villages. और इसी block में से हम जो पंचायत समिति के लिए इलेक्ट करते हैं मेंबर्स, इसी ब्लॉक में से चुनते हैं. ठीक है, तो इनको हम BDOs भी कहते हैं, ब्लॉक डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर्स भी कहते हैं. द पंचायत समिति इज इलेक्टेड फॉर 5 years. ये जो पंचायत समिति है ये 5 years के लिए इलेक्ट करी जाती है. इट इज बीन इलेक्टेड फॉर अ टर्म ऑफ 5 years एंड इट इज हेडेड बाय अ चेयरमैन एंड अ डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन which is elected by the members of the Panchayat Samiti. Now the Block Development Officer, the BDO, as I have told you earlier, it is a Chief Executive Officer of the Panchayat Samiti, and he or she, it can be a male also, it can be a female also. Officer can be a male and it can be a female also. It is appointed by the state government. She and he is responsible for the implementation of all the developmental and welfare schemes. जो भी काम करे जाएंगे उधर उस ब्लॉक में, वो हर उस काम के लिए responsible होगा या होगी of the Panchayat Samiti in the block. Then the last is like Zilla Parishad. As Zilla Parishad is the topmost level, second comes the Panchayat Samiti, and the third is the village Panchayat. Zilla Parishad. Now coming to Zilla Parishad, as I have already told you, with the help of one diagram, I have shown you one diagram. In that diagram, I have shown you the levels. Now Zilla Parishad, it is the topmost level of the tier structure of the Panchayati Raj, and it is elected for the term of 5 years. Now this is also elected for a term of 5 years. Now the members of the Zilla Parishad, they are elected from the district for a term of 5 years, and it has a minimum of 50 and a maximum of 75 members. Minimum इसमें 50 होते हैं, लेकिन maximum इसमें 75 members होते हैं. Seats, they have been reserved for those scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, other backward classes and women, OBC, other backward classes. The chairpersons of all the Panchayat Samitis under the district are the ex officio members of the Zilla Parishad. जो भी chairpersons होते हैं इस पंचायत of all the Panchayat Samitis under the district, ये कौन होते हैं? ये ex officio members, मतलब ex officio members who have worked first and now they are ex officio members of the Zilla Parishad. It is headed by the president and a vice president. अब इसमें एक president होता है और एक vice president होता है. The state government officer of IAS rank is a chief executive officer, CEO. State government officer जो भी IAS rank hold करता है, इसमें वो CEO के पोस्ट पे रहता है of the parishad. Now she or he is responsible. अब इसमें वो she भी हो सकता है, like he can be a male also and a female also, is responsible for implementing the developmental and welfare schemes of the Zilla Parishad. Again, he or she is responsible for all the development and the welfare schemes of the Zilla Parishad. Hope the chapter is clear to you. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Read the chapter once again.